What is up, adventure family? Today is a beautiful day in Colorado, and it's a beautiful day to do a test and review on one of my favorite bikes on the market today, and that is the Raev Bullet X V2. That's right, this is the Bullet V2 by Raev. This is new for 2024. They came out with this like just recently, a couple months ago. This bike is awesome. Let's see what we can get on top speed here. We're looking at 48 volts, 1,000 watt motor with a 13 amp hour battery. And let's see what we can get on the top speed here. Let's go. We're at 30, 30.9, 31.2, 31.4, 31.7. Right over 31 miles an hour for the top speed on the Raev Bullet X V2. That is phenomenal. The original version, and then they called it the XF. They're calling it the V2 now. But the original version that I've still got only goes 28 tops. I think 29 maybe on a full battery. But this definitely has a little bit better top end speed, so that is ultra cool. Let's head up here. Let's see how it handles the bumps. Nice. A little bit beefier suspension on this Model 2 as opposed to the last model. So a little bit beefier suspension, a little bit more power, definitely more torque, which really is what it was lacking on the previous model. It's not bottoming out. And I mean, it's climbing hills, throttle only, just really, really, really good. I mean, that's super good. It's climbing the hills and going through everything super nicely. The mini golf course is closed. So you have no trouble going up the hills now like you did before. That is just super, super great. That front suspension is huge and it's adjustable. So you could like actually adjust the rebound as well. That is awesome. Let's see the agility test on this thing around these cones real quick. Let's see how agile. Oh yeah. I mean, it's super, super turny. It's super light, especially compared to the Power Goat. This thing is super light. I mean, it's a totally different class. This is 48 volt compared to a street worthy bike. Super awesome. Let me turn around here. All right. Let's test out these brakes. We'll get up to about 20 miles an hour, I think is a good speed. All right, we're at 20. Oh man, that is great. So basically, the grip on these tires are aiding in to the braking as well. And I'm gonna go into that now. We've got some really, really cool tires here. Matter of fact, they're my favorite tires. And that's another upgrade they've done on the V2 as well compared to the original model. The V Speedsters are really just my favorite tire. They're just awesome. They're super grippy, super sticky, and they do well pretty much in all terrain. Here's the new front forks that Raev put on the Bullet X V2. A lot more bulkier. You could adjust these puppies. I mean, that's huge. But these tires are just awesome. They just look super, super cool. They've kept everything else on the frame and everything about the same. You know, different suspension, different tires, a better controller, a much bulkier motor on the back. They say it's 1,000, it's stamped 750, but I don't know how that works. A lot of times on the cases, it will say something different than what's actually on the inside. But check that out, isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful around here. You take your dogs, walk them to the park. There's soccer fields, there's baseball fields, school's up there, but check this out. This is where I'll be taking the e-dirt bike. And also I'll be taking a couple other bikes, including a bike that I'm super excited about that'll be coming here soon, and that's the Ghost Cat F3. I'm super excited about that because all those trails through there scream Ghost Cat, they scream Talaria, they scream all kinds of things, so hold on for that. This is going to be a really good test of how it handles in the sand. And I'm going to have it mode 2. It's got 3 modes on it. I'm going to put it in mode 2 and then see if we can go through the sand and actually go up that hill there too. Having 4-inch tires is just huge. And I'm telling you, it's freaking, these speedsters just handle the sand as well too. The reason that they handle the sand so freaking well, I'm just going to point this out real quick. The reason these tires handle the sand so freaking well is because they don't really hold a lot of dirt in there. You'll get the pebbles in there, but it's not going to hold sand, and it just gives a constant grip. We're going to do the Whiskey Hill Challenge. Now, it's no joke. We're going to climb all the way up there. Now, the road kind of, you know, it switchbacks up, you know, so it does switch back up, but we're going to go all the way up to the top of Whiskey Hill to the trailhead of the Eagle Vale Trail, and we're going to see how this thing does on a hill climb challenge, because that hill is no joke, and there's not many 48 volt e-bikes that have a really good time climbing up that hill. I mean, far as going off-road, this bike handles just extremely well off-road, and that's because the front suspension and the big cushy seat in the back. It does not have rear suspension, but having 4-inch fat tires and that big cushy seat really help out. All right, we'll put this thing back in mode 3 and let's do the Whiskey Hill Challenge. Here we go. Now, I'm not going to pedal at all going up this hill. I'm just going to throttle only with a little bit of momentum and see how far we're making it. Look at this, 19 miles an hour. That's really impressive. Really impressive. So far, we're only down 1 battery bar, so we still got 3 battery bars. That's impressive. Check it out. Like I said, this hill is no joke. For a 48 volt e-bike, it just climbed right up that hill, and I'm super impressed that it's maintaining a speed of 20 miles an hour. Look at that, 22. And I mean, this is at least a 10% grade hill. Not only that, it's a long hill. Let's go. What a freaking hill climber this e-bike is. Wow. So this is a lot more impressive than the original Raev Bullet X, because the original Raev Bullet X, I definitely had to assist on the pedal climbing, and I suggest that you do as well if you buy this bike, so you just don't roast your motor by continuously doing that. You don't want to just crank these bikes out at the highest mode and just wind them out the whole time without pedaling. This is still considered a class 2, class 3 e-bike, so just keep that in mind. Oh man, we made it all the way up here. This is just great. This is the trailhead up here. You can see right there, that's the trailhead. Check this out. That's the pond that we were just at, and I was telling you we were going to do the hill climb. So you see, we came up a long, winding freaking hill here. I'm gonna check the motor here. The motor is barely warm. Like, it's definitely not hot, and I wouldn't even consider that warm. I absolutely love this bike. I'm getting about 20 miles per charge on this. It's got a 13 amp hour battery. I'm getting about 20 miles average per charge. That's throttle only, usually in second or third mode. So I am kind of cranking it. I absolutely love the way that it handles. I love the tires. I love the brakes. I do wish they would have went with a 203 rotor back there, or at least a 180. The 160 just seems super, super small. Although those 2-piston hydraulic brakes do hold up super, super well. And you saw how it stops super great. And those tires help the stopping with the gripping as well, which is super duper cool. The suspension is super awesome. It's a super, super smooth ride, especially with this big old fat memory foam seat. The headlight is super awesome. And what they've done different with this year's model, a tail light and brake lights. That's freaking awesome. And the controller's a little bit beefier. The motor's a little bit beefier. They've done the right upgrades on this thing, but there are a couple things that I do not like. The one thing I would definitely like to see Raev change on all their bikes is a headlight that turns with the handlebars. As you can see, it stays stationary, which is cool. It may be advantageous to some extent for some reason. But I just wish that the headlight turned with the handlebars. I just wish that would happen. Now, I also wish the handlebars were different as well and had at least a bar, more like a BMX handlebar. It had a bar where you could mount your phone, camera, speakers, or whatever you want. That'd be really cool. The coolest thing that I've recently found out about this bike, check it out. So it's UL certified, which is absolutely awesome. They use really high quality batteries in this one. I think this is LG that they use in this one. And also 48 volts, 13 amp hour, and that's 624 watt hours. But what I really, really love about this battery, not only can you check the battery power, see how much power that you have left in your battery, but it's got this USB port. So let's say you go camping. You don't even take your bike necessarily. You just take this battery camping with you or somewhere with you traveling. You could plug in your laptop, your drone, your cell phone, whatever, into this battery pack. This is a portable battery pack. This is unbelievable. You see all the rechargeable battery packs online now that you could get, and you recharge them, you take them camping with you. That's what this is. This is a 48 volt, 13 amp hour, 624 watt hour portable battery pack because of that USB port. Now, be sure when you get these batteries and you're putting them on, you get them on the tracks, you line them up on those tracks, and be sure that you lock your battery and check it. That's super important. Bullet X V2. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a great review of a great bike at a great price. The bike retails at almost $2,000. It was on sale for $1,700. Now it's on sale for $1,499. Use my discount code Colorado Adventure, save another $100. That's under $1,500 for one of the most amazing e-bikes you could get on the market. Under $1,500. That's $1,399 with my discount code Colorado Adventure. $1,399. Unbelievable. Get you one. I hear they're running low. They've got two color options still available. They got black and they've got a dark green. You can see this metallic black, I call it Galaxy Black. Just one of my favorite colors ever. Stay tuned for more adventures. We've got a new bike coming. We've got a Ghost Cat F3 coming in. And another bike that I'll tell you after we see the Ghost Cat F3 come in. We've got some more things coming in. We're very excited right in the mountains here in Colorado. Until our next adventure, this is Chris from the Colorado Adventure Channel. Peace.